National Strategic Plan para labanan ng online sexual abuse at exploitation of children. Ating tatalakayin kasama ang Executive Director ng Council for the Welfare of Children, Undersecretary Angelo Tapales. Yusek, magandang tanghali po.
Magandang tanghali po, Asek Joey, at sa lahat po na nakikinig at na nakatunghay sa inyong programa po. Thank you for inviting the Council for the Welfare of Children po.
Yusek, ano po yung papel ng Council for the Welfare of Children sa pagpapatupad po ng kauna-unahang National Strategic Plan laban sa online sexual abuse at exploitation of children para sa taong 2025 hanggang sa 2028 po?
Sir Joey, very excited po kami dito because we are an active member of the National Coordination Center for OSAIC and CSAM. Ito yung parang lead coordinating body natin when it comes to online sexual abuse or exploitation of children. Since the CWC is the main agency or focal agency for children, pangkabuuan, we are very much excited to help the NCC OSAIC CSAM to cascade the strategic plan to our local government units and even yung mga structures po natin at the local level, like the local councils for the protection of children po.
Yusek, sa result areas ng strategic plan na ito, alin po yung direktang pangungunahan o tututukan po ng CWC at paano ito ipapatupad?
Asik Joey, naatasan kami dun sa Key Result Area or KRA1. Ito yung prevention and advocacy under the STRAT plan. So the objective is to make our communities, damadlang people, lahat po, families, parents, and even the children, aware and knowledgeable about OSAIC and of course on how to prevent this online sexual abuse na nangyayari po sa mga bata natin. Gusto nating gumanap as a sort of systems integrator kasi of course we have to align what the national government is doing, what the NCC OSAIC CSAM is doing with what is really happening at the ground level. So very excited po kami to cascade at the subnational level because the Council for the Welfare of Children provides technical assistance po and capacity building to LGUs.
Yusek, may malinaw po bang mekanismo ang strategic plan para masukat po kung bumababa talaga yung kaso ng OSAIC at CSAM at ano yung magiging papel ng CWC sa monitoring at evaluation nito?
Maganda yung kakalatag ating Asek Joey nitong nung strat plan natin on OSAIC and CSAM. There are 4 major KRAs. Ito yung binanggit ko kanina. One is prevention and advocacy, meron protection and response, meron naman din parang sa law enforcement and prosecution, and partnership systems. Ang NCC OSAIC CSAM bilang punong abala na coordination body ng ating pamahalaan on online sexual abuse, ang talagang magmo-monitor and evaluate nito. And of course, the Council for the Welfare of Children will be assisting the NCC OSAIC CSAM under the Anti-OSAIC CSAM Act kasi inaatasan ng NCC OSAIC CSAM to create that database on children relating to OSAIC. So excited tayo dahil ginagawa na nila yan. So lahat ng datos, lahat ng mga prosecution, conviction, lahat ng mga reporting and rescue na nagaganap basta sa usapin ng online sexual abuse ay inaasahan natin na magkakaroon na ng parang central database para talaga mas madali nating mamomonitor yan. And of course, we will be helping the NCC OSAIC CSAM po.
Yusek, batay po sa evaluation, pati po sa mga consultation po na isinagawa sa mga stakeholder, ano po yung mga kahinaan ng kasalukuyang child protection system na tutugunan po ng bagong strategic plan na ito?
Marami po tayong weaknesses. Even before the formulation of the strat plan, marami na tayong na-identify na weaknesses. Isa dito yung kailangan natin ng better stakeholder coordination. Binanggit ko kanina may national and local levels ang response natin, but some people would say that the approach is really fragmented. People or agencies or officers are working in silos, so kailangan natin i-address yan. we have to capacitate our local actors like the LGUs and the local councils for the protection of children. Kahit po ang pinakamalalaking ahensya like DSWD and DepEd, hindi po kakayaning mag-isa natugunan to. So we need to tap our local counterparts. Kailangan din po yung binanggit ko kanina, yung data collection, saka yung database, so that we can have informed policies talaga based on data. And sa parte naman po ng Council for the Welfare of Children, we have the Makabata Helpline 1383. And of course, we will help in the reporting. It is one of the reporting mechanisms po. Under Executive Order number 79, ito po yung Makabata Executive Order, we are mandated to forward to the NCC OSAIC SAM any OSAIC reports given to or reported to us through the Helpline 1383. So talagang magka-tandem po kami nito along with the PNP, ACG man or WCPC and the NBI and the DOJ po.
Yusek, nabanggit nyo yung pag-capacitate po ng local government units, pero paano naman po makikilahok ang mga magulang kaugnay naman sa prevention and advocacy efforts laban sa online sexual exploitation ng kabataan?
Joey, as I always say, child protection starts at home. Kaya sa Council for the Welfare of Children, in support of the implementation of the Strat Plan, we will be reaching out to families, to parents, caregivers of children, guardians, and even to the children na rin. We will promote digital literacy, and para naman sa parents, yung safe parenting na ginagawa na rin ng aming parent agency, ang DSWD. Of course, sa pangunguna ng napakagaling na boss namin, Secretary Rex Gatchalian, palakasin natin ang pagsusumbong, pag-uulat at mga interventions because as I mentioned earlier, pursuant to Executive Order number 79, meron na tayong Makabata Helpline 1383, which is the central reporting mechanism of our government for children. Para sa mga guro naman, I'm happy to report that the DepEd through Secretary Sani Angara and of course the Council for the Welfare of Children have signed an MOU linking the DepEd hotline to the Makabata Helpline 1383 because we want to address any threats or harm to children introduced by through cyberspace or internet. Kaya talagang binabantayan natin yan from cyberbullying, yung mga frauds, and of course including online sexual abuse. Yan yung ginagawa po natin. And the idea is to make children safe, whether in public schools, pati na rin yung private schools, aabutin po natin. So yan po ang abangan po natin in 2026.
Yusek, himayin naman natin yung KRA2, yung Protection and Response. Paano po masisiguro ng CWC na ang mga batang biktima ay makakatanggap ng agarang tulong?
Very good question, Asek Joey, kasi based on OSAIC researches and if you have AI or even Google, when you search yung mga OSAIC researches natin po from 2020 to 2025, at least may 10 kaagad na pinakamagaganda at relevant dyan, and most of them would really cite various barriers to reporting, like yung feeling ng tao, no harm, no foul naman daw kasi online lang yung abuse. May feeling naman yung iba, we cannot meddle because it's a family or private concern daw. Yang pong mga maling mindset po na yan po ang aatkihin natin because we want social behavioral change to really identify online sexual abuse as really a form of violence against children na dapat po yan i-report. If parents or relatives are involved, we are empowering concerned citizens to really report. That's why we have been creating awareness for our Makabata Helpline 1383, and of course with the help of the NCC OSAIC SAM, talagang papalawakin pa po natin ito. Gusto nating ma-recognize ng ating mga kababayan na ang online sexual abuse, kahit online po yan, ay talagang pang-aabuso sa bata na dapat po yan ay talagang i-report, dapat nating hulihin, tugisin, kasuhan at talagang ipakulong ang mga gumagawa po nito.
Nabanggit nyo rin kanina, Yusek, yung pinaigting ng pakikipag-ugnayan sa mga law enforcement unit as bahagi din po yan ng KRA3. May mga hakbang po ba ang strategic plan para mas mapalakas pa yung pakikipagtulungan sa law enforcement at prosecution, lalo na po sa mabilis na pag-detect at paghabol sa mga online offenders?
Dito sa strat plan, Asek Joey, malinaw po na sinabi dito na we have to strengthen our law enforcement and prosecution arm. Of course, saludo po tayo sa Department of Justice, talagang kasama natin mula sa simula at sa Philippine National Police, whether this is the Anti-Cybercrime Group or the Women and Children Protection Center. But we have to help these agencies in the form of more funding, more manpower, because OSAEC is really still a great concern in the Philippines at kailangan po ng maraming tao, maraming pondo para marami po tayong matulungang mga bata at mahuling masasamang tao. Dito po sa KRA about enforcement and prosecution po, nakasulat ng malinaw din dito ang palakasin ang compliance ng mga internet and financial intermediaries, because if we regulate the internet properly, hindi po sila makakapagbenta ng malalaswang picture at video ng bata. Kung tayo naman din po ay babantayan din natin yung mga financial intermediaries, hindi po sila nakakabili o nakakapagbayad. So we will disrupt this pernicious act or offense against children po. Pag yung mga pillars po na yan ay talagang hinigpitan at binantayan po natin.
Kailangan nating i-acknowledge, Yusek, na napakabilis mag-evolve talaga ng technology at artificial intelligence, no? So paano po sinasabayan ng CWC sa pamamagitan ng mga polisiya at programa nito yung pag-evolve din po ng mga makabagong anyo ng abuse online?
Kasi Joey, itong artificial intelligence, alam niyo po, nung kumalat yan sa ibang bansa, yung AI-generated child sexual abuse materials, I think late 2023, nag-ingay na ang Council for the Welfare of Children at hindi kami tumigil kahit wala pa nun sa Pilipinas. Now, based on the data of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in the US, where a lot of platforms report, doon talaga sila nagre-report, and of course, it coordinates also with our Department of Justice. In 2024 po, itong AI-generated child sexual abuse materials has increased globally by 1,325%. So yan po ay nakakabahala. At meron na rin tayong isang confirmed case dito, yung anak po ni Queen Hera, na isang influencer po natin na umattend sa Senate investigation na iginanap makailan, I think 1 or 2 months ago. So we are closely monitoring this. There are, of course, proposals also to perhaps tweak or amend the anti-OSAIC SIMAC para mas lalo pang palakasin. Pero tayo po, ang ginagawa po natin, short of amending the law po, is we are really creating awareness, we are strengthening the monitoring and reporting mechanism, and of course, we are closely partnering with other agencies, especially law enforcement agencies, and soon we will be partnering with the CICC, yung Cybercrime Investigation Coordination Center ni Yusek Aboy Paraiso, na pareho po kasi kami nakatutok sa cyberspace. So sabi ko, might as well we work together para po marami pa kaming matulungan po.
Doon naman po sa pang-apat po ng KRA, yung partnerships po. Paano naman po palalakasin ng strategic plan yung pakikipagtulungan ng CWC sa international partners gaya po ng mga tech companies at internet platforms para pigilan din po yung pagkalat ng child sexual abuse or exploitation materials online?
We will be guided and we will follow the recommendations of the strat plan when it comes to partnerships. Naniniwala po tayo dyan. Actually, after after we conclude with the MOU with the CICC, ang next steps po kasi ng Council for the Welfare of Children is to really reach out to internet intermediaries, including social media platforms like Meta, Facebook, and the others, para po magkaroon ng agreement, magkaroon ng self-policing, and perhaps an agreement to advertise also the Makabata Helpline 1383. Pagdating naman po sa mga financial institutions, there are many good financial institutions that really self-police. Sila na po mismo may mga sistema and they report suspicious transaction reports to the AMLAC. Abutin din natin po sila ng 2026 para magkaroon po ng kasunduan. And of course, the NCC-OSAIC is currently drafting and finalizing the guidelines for internet intermediaries and payment system providers para po talaga mabantayan ang tech at financial side po ng online sexual abuse.
Bilang panghuli na lamang po, Yusek, mensahe nyo na lamang po sa mga magulang, pati na rin po sa mga kabataang Pilipino para mas maprotektahan pa po ang kanilang sarili laban po sa online abuse.
Asik Joey, thank you. No? Ang masasabi ko lang po sa mga magulang and of course sa mga kids, don't be willing victims of bad people in the internet. Of course, do not talk to strangers. Do not click unless you are sure of the content of a particular link. Makinig po sa mga parents. Sa mga parents naman po, you have to have some level or certain level of digital literacy. Hindi po maaari na hindi tayo marunong sa internet, sa mga gadgets, kasi po hindi natin mababantayan ang ating mga anak. In-expose po ng cyberspace ang ating mga bata sa magagandang bagay when it comes to study, research, and everything, access to information. Pero kalahati po nito is mapanganib din, kaya po hindi tayo pwedeng tumigil. So help the Council for the Welfare of Children, the government, in fighting online sexual abuse, kasi paulit-ulit nga po namin sinasabi, sa bagong Pilipinas po, bawat bata ay mahalaga po.
Yan. Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Undersecretary Angelo Tapales, Executive Director ng Council for the Welfare of Children. Thank you, sir.